All right, there's a thing on Twitter where people will have some little pithy phrase, and then they'll go, "That's the tweet. That's the whole tweet." And really, anytime you've seen a phrase or a meme and you've seen it twice, then that means it's already played out. So you really shouldn't be doing that. Well, but this is the comic. This is the whole comic. I didn't make this up. Obviously, didn't draw any of the panels myself. If you feel this is worth $4, and those are 4 $1 bills in front of you, you can go to the store and exchange these $4 for this comic, or you can buy a cup of coffee, which would be much, much more enjoyable. I don't even know how much, like, if I should even keep talking about comics, because there is, I mean, I'm not, like, I don't go out of my way to find these comics. I know Image and Dark Knight or Dark Horse are very, very woke. Like, that's a very target-rich environment if you're looking for comics to see this kind of stuff. But, like, they don't, like everyone says, I know EVS and all these other guys are saying, oh, comics is dying. Yeah, it's shrinking. But they're not learning any lessons from it. And even Mike Miller is saying, like, he wants an industry to go back to. And I don't see that happening. Someone was talking in a live stream last night. I think it was Mike. He's launched his new book, which looks very good. I'll put a link on it. And he's talking about, I don't know if there's going to be a comic industry to go back to. Comic book stores that are doing well are not selling comic books. They're selling other stuff, games and stuff. Well, then they're not really comic book stores anymore. That should tell you something. I think YouTube is it. If you're independent and you're selling comics and you don't want to write this kind of woke stuff, I think you better raise that Comicsgate flag and jump on board. Okay. Well enough. You did the artistic choice to give everyone low body fat and cheekbones and jawlines and all that kind of stuff. Very, very, very well and good. Now, if you wear high heels, you know why women wear high heels? Because it pushes up the calf more. Oh, that's not really... Let me brighten this. I don't know why it's so dark, but you can see the line. When chicks wear high heels or guys wear boots, it pushes up the calf into a diamond. It's why women wear high heels, because it makes the calves look better. But the calves are completely slack here. So this is just like, you got to actually look at somebody in high heels to draw them. Okay. I joke about comic book people when they write about white motorcycle gangs, because it is a favorite trope. They want to tell a story and they want to combine two things: crime and F Whitey. They know that 99% of gang activity is from a certain segment of society, but it doesn't fit the F Whitey narrative. So what do? They bring back biker gangs from World War II. So you've got your Guns N' Roses, November Rain scene here. Very cool. I don't know why. Everyone has got cheekbones and jawlines in the movie, in this thing, which is kind of a weird artistic choice, because there is, even among families, there's going to be, some chubby members, but you seem to have skipped the chubby members of the family. And everyone's black except for the priest, which now has an umbrella. There's a bunch of little weird things. Oh, anyway, so they bring back these biker gangs, like from World War II, and like, what do you know about biker gangs? You know them from old black and white movies, where they went to Annette Funicello on the beach and like kicked sand in people's face until they had like a dance party competition or something stupid. It's like, it's the only thing they can use to say F Whitey, which is what they really, really want to do. First of all, this comic clearly is not for me, because I'm not developmentally disabled. And even a disabled person is going to know that this comic is for idiots, like people further down the line of disability. First of all, this is Image, and they're even more woke than Marvel, which is really, really saying something. The main character is a black chick, which is an odd choice. It's a tough sell, because that demographic doesn't actually buy comics, but don't let logic rain on your parade. But then the story gets completely insane. You've got a bunch of blonde men running an inner city gang who are working with a South American drug cartel. Really, that should be the end of the review, because that is developmentally disabled. Blonde men don't run inner city cocaine gangs. We all know who does. This is so effing disabled that it actually stops the reader in his tracks. This is Taylor. Really? That's Taylor? Okay. Okie doke. But it gets more effed up. Okay, wait. The Blonde gang members who are dealing with Latin American drug dealers, who they give Spanish names, Vasquez and Cortez, but they don't look like MS-13 or Latin Kings or anything like that. They look like white guys in the shadows. Everyone else here is blonde dudes in the desert. And we know it's a desert because there's cactus in the background. All these blonde guys dealing dope in New Mexico, because that totally happens. Okay, so you've got the blonde guys in the desert with the cactus, and you've got the fight scene between the black ninja chick, and she kills all the evil German-looking blonde men who are dealing coke in the inner cities. I didn't make that up, as you can see, and I don't know what to say about levels of disability this extensive. She's got a gang of a half dozen guys with Liberty devices pointed at her. She's got 2 Liberty devices, and she effortlessly dispatches a half a dozen dudes who already have the drop on her. Even for comic books, this is a little bit much. Whatever. Great. You yeeted them all, even though they already had their stuff aimed at you. Like, you would have had 100 bullets in the air at one time. You just would have been like Swiss cheese. Anyway, that's retarded. The next scene, you've got these red-haired and blonde bikers attacking a car with a blonde dude and a red-haired girl. The ninja girl, the other ninja girl, easily kills them all. In case you've never been in New Mexico, you would have to look far and wide to find that many blonde, red-haired people. The entire Southwest is majority Spanish now. And as for looking for white drug gangs and white biker gangs, we all know that is absolute horseshit. This is a pretty good example of why comics deserve to fail and why they are failing. I don't know the sales figures on these because I assume it's all digital. This is like some soy boys power fantasy of the 2 chicks killing all these evil white guys. But I mean, the fly in the ointment is you don't have blonde German-looking dudes dealing coke in the inner city, and you don't have blonde and red-haired motorcycle gangs harassing people. That happened in the 1950s, and it happened only in the movies. This is insane. Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I don't see anyone who actually looks like they live in Albuquerque in New Mexico. New Mexico is a majority Hispanic state. I see cactuses and I see blonde and red-haired people. Are you out of your freaking mind? Anyway, I don't even, I mean, it's like they haven't learned any lessons. They just want to keep doing this stuff where this is the first issue. It's going to be like, I don't know what, 4 issues, and then they'll be done. Where's the red hair? He's got red hair. It's a biker gang. This is insane, insanely stupid. I mean, is it even worth? I don't even know if comics are even worth it anymore. It's crazy. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I'll see you on the next episode.